Is that the best you had to come back at me with? Is that the best material you had to come back at me with? Is that the best material you had to come back at me with? Oh, dearie me. To get a video up on Monday, I have to record now, and I cannot say my words. Is that the best you had to come back at me with that? Look, I've said I'm not going to make another video about it because I'm pretty sure I won. But if you haven't checked out the video, that is probably one of my most successful videos on this channel. Here's a little clip. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory. We are on season number 3 and I believe we're on episode number 8, and today we have a game against Fleetwood and against Lula Joe's, close to his heart, Southend. Hopefully we will get 2 wins today as we play Fleetwood at home and then Southend away. We are going into the game with a specific game plan. We are going to play Laura Della Valle because when I play him we seem to win, so let's just stop not playing him because it seems like a stupid life choice. Okay, so far if we have a look at the table, you can see that we're on 69 points. That is 4 points above Birmingham, who have 65, who have overtaken Millwall, who currently have 64 points. We have dropped a lot of points recently, but so have Millwall, fortunately for us, which means we still have that cushion as we go for the League One title. If we go to the schedule, you can see that we have had 2 0-0 ball draws. Thank God I didn't do those on the channel. And then we have actually picked up a 1-0 win against Port Vale and a 3-0 win against Blackpool, getting us 6 points, which was much needed at the time because, to be honest, after those draws we were pretty close to being overtaken by Millwall at one stage, which would have been horrific considering we've led the table for so long this season. So we have important games now against Fleetwood, who are 6th and are doing quite well for themselves, and then Southend, who are in 12th. Get points here and we could seal the title as we go into the tail end of the season. So today the first game is against Gary Holt's Fleetwood Town. Home game. They usually play a 4-2-3-1, but it's a very defensive version of a 4-2-3-1. And as we can see, their general progression over the seasons has been an upward trend. Currently sitting at 6th, they have done really well for themselves recently. So at home, at Plough Lane, this is the kind of game we need to be winning to cement ourselves as top of the table. We are going into the game with the familiar lineup, as you can see on the screen here. Gogic is in goal, but we may swap him out if McDermott is back from his injury, which he is. So we are putting McDermott back in goal. And we have the usual lineup other than that of Spence, Sweeney, Beedling, Meades. Egan is taken over from Grimshaw, and Jack Leach, who is still injured. Coots is taking that other central midfielder role. We've got Wood, a youngster, coming in at right midfield who's been doing quite well for us. And then Kennedy at the left winger position with Moncur and Della Valle up top. When we play Della Valle, the formation seems to work. I then try and play the likes of Jerome Sinclair, Tyler Walker and Bradley Fuster, and it just doesn't work. So we're going to stick with Della Valle because that's when we had our best run this season, when we stuck with him as the complete forward up top. So we are going to actually change him to complete forward. I know that is red arrows and it doesn't look right to you lot, but that is what we're going with. Okay, so they are playing their defensive 4-2-3-1. Which means we are probably looking at them being very defensive, parking the bus. So we are going to try something that I have tried on West Ham World while I've been offline. We're going to see if this works. It may not, but we're going to bring this guy back and make him the shadow striker on attack. This guy being Laura Della Valle. and we're going to make Monstercat an advanced playmaker on support, and we are playing strikerless, which should destroy any ideas that I do not like bloggers, because this is off of Mary Guido, who is one of my favourite people to read articles from. So Mary Guido, if this works, this has been inspired by you. So hopefully we get a victory here, because I don't want to do any bad advertising for you. I've already kind of done some bad advertising for another blogger, so better not do it again. Okay, so we are still sticking with 3D because none of you had any problem with it when I did it last week. So let's continue with it as we are focusing on AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory and the West Ham World this week. Maybe I'll try and get another one of those little skitty, conversational, opinionated videos up, but it won't be about what it was about last week, purely because I don't feel like I should keep beating a dead horse with the same old stick. That probably is such a wrong saying. Speaking of which, as we go into half-time, still 0-0 with absolutely no highlights. If you're wondering why I'm struggling so much, I did go and watch the England game, representing, in rugby against Ireland for the Grand Slam title, which we did not get. So we didn't get the second year in a row Grand Slam title. We did win Six Nations. We didn't get the most consecutive wins out of an international rugby side. I think that was the record we were going for, which is a shame, and we didn't beat Ireland on St. Paddy's weekend. All that being said, yes, I have had some drinks, so I'm hoping this commentary doesn't come out too badly, but I kind of want there not to be some sort of professional barrier between us. I feel like you're my friends now. At least the ones of you who supported me, you're my friends now. So if I need to record to get this up on Monday and I have had a few drinks, that is what you're going to see, even if it's rubbish. I hope it's not rubbish. I really hope it's not rubbish. Anyway, assertive team talk because we're at home. I'm far from pleased. I want to rile them up, which has worked. See, I'm more aggressive because I've been drinking, so I'm like, sort it out, lads. I've not actually looked at, okay, 3 shots, 1 on target, no clear-cut chances, no half chances. That isn't what I want to see, so we're going to go into instructions, and we're going to push up that defensive line a little bit, and then we are going to go to a team talk and tell them to get more creative. As Mides has the ball on the left, Kennedy now can get a cross in. I'm getting excited, and it may be absolutely nothing here, but Egan has the ball. Gets fouled by Tom Christian Merkens. A nice long name for me there. As we have a free kick with Coots. Can Coots score a banger? Tests the keeper, but not quite the banger I was hoping for. We'll go for the team talk now. We're going assertive, and we're going to say get creative. We want them to make chances. We need to win games like these at home. I know it's against 6th place Fleetwood, who are doing well for themselves, but we are top of the table, so this is the kind of game we need to win, and I have not made a substitute, and it's probably too late. Okay, any advice for any budding FM YouTubers out there? I'm not the best person to get advice from, not yet anyway, but if you are going to get advice from an FM YouTuber, don't get one from me who plays the game while I've had a few bevies. In fact, don't take any advice from anyone that says the word bevies, because they're probably someone that is old and drinks too much. Anyway, it looks like we're going to get a 0-0 draw out of this game, which is annoying. Very annoying. But at least we were defensively solid. We didn't concede any clear-cut chances or any half chances. They had 6 chances, 4 of them were from distance. They had no shots on target. So defensively, we were pretty sound. But we didn't make any chances going forward, which is annoying. Anyway, now we're going to go to the Southend game. Hopefully I'll have sobered up a bit by the time we get to it, because I feel like my commentary was absolutely shocking. Okay guys, so we are going into the second game of this episode. We are playing Southend at Southend, and hopefully we can get a victory here, because we keep dropping points where we shouldn't be. We are sticking with the lineup that we tried in the last game. I just feel like this lineup at least is defensively solid and can get us goals. So hopefully the same lineup will get us a result here as we play a 4-4-2 from Southend. Okay, so we kick things off, and I apologise if I'm not as tactical or as thorough with my explanations of what is going on as usual. I'm trying my best, I'm trying to focus, I'm trying to zen, but this is the kind of thing you have to try and push through and keep going forward with if you're trying to get at least daily content Monday to Friday. That's my aim. I'm trying to keep to a video every Monday to Friday, every day Monday to Friday, as they have a cross into the box and May has tucked that away very nicely, very cleanly, and that's a bit worrying. That's not the best of starts. I could potentially be throwing away my League One title here because I'm playing whilst under the influence. Don't FM and drink, people. I'm tempted to change something purely because I do not like seeing my team go 1-0 down this early. I feel like we're better than that. Okay, Wood now has passed the ball into Egan. Spence has the ball, passes it back into Egan. Finds Wood. Wood is getting a lot of game time now recently because, one, he's looking really good for a youngster, and two, we've had a lot of attention for him. So we want to kind of... Oh, wow. This is going to go in, isn't it? I'm going to have to put that sneeze in because we've scored. I really need to at least schedule some recording time so I don't get to a point where I have to record under the influence and mess up when we get a highlight like that. But Moncur has scored there, which is great. It's what we wanted to happen. We have now come back into the game. It's 1-1. Just wasn't the best commentary for a goal ever on FM. Basically, watch this video, and this video is what not to do if you're trying to become an FM YouTuber. And everyone wants to become an FM YouTuber because there's so much money in it. We've literally not had another chance since that chance, and we have fouled in the box. And I'm so behind the game. And Midas has a yellow card for being abusive to the officials. What on earth is going on? I think we need to change our mentality because what we're doing currently is not working at all. And our keeper doesn't save. I don't even have the luck of my keepers usually saving penalties when I'm recording. We are getting absolutely thrashed. Great penalty, to be fair to May. McDermott couldn't get to it. Coulda Gogic. Look, either way, I'm going to put this up on the internet just to show people, maybe to cut down on the alcohol. Don't record on St. Paddy's Day weekend because things don't go your way when you're recording on St. Paddy's Day weekend. England didn't even win the Grand Slam. We've been beating everyone, and then when it... Oh, wow. What a strike, O'Neill. What a freaking strike. What can you do about that? There's not much you can do about that. I've said it before. When someone scores from distance like that, what can you actually do? We could be throwing away our lead here because, yeah, we are only 1 point ahead of Birmingham if this result stays the way it's currently sitting. Why are we struggling to get chances? I'm going to attack him and we're going to increase the tempo. And we're going to see what happens. Coots has crossed in the ball. It's going to come back out to Coots. Coots passes it to Egan. Egan should find a player in the box. We'd hope he would. He doesn't. He finds Shepherd. And that's highlight over. This is not going to plan. And my brain is working too slowly to figure out what it is I need to do. At least we're getting the team talks right. But after bigging up Della Valle and how we always win when Della Valle is playing, it looks like I'm going to prove that theory wrong today, as we're going to crash out here to Southend by the looks of it. Della Valle does find Moncur. Moncur can put it away. It's 3-2. Are we coming back into the game? Can we get something from this? And it's a good thing I've now bought an arm boom because I'm smacking the table. But Moncur with a good finish here at the nib, at the far post. Wow. It's okay though, because I'm a fat YouTuber living in a crappy flat, making a lot of YouTube money, so everything's good. It doesn't matter how drunk I am. Okay, so Southend now. I haven't made a substitute. Wow, Ian Wood. I promise you guys, Ian Wood has been playing well off of camera. He's played shocking in these last 2 games, absolutely shocking. And Meaders, you can come off as I don't have anyone for Meaders. So Egan, you can come off because I don't have anyone for Egan. Alright, so Whittingham's going to go defensive midfielder. We've now got Kennedy on the left, so we just need a right midfield, which we will allow. Josh Passley can play there. YOLO. Can't be bothered to figure out the team talks because I'm just that caring of a manager because we've gone 4-2 down. I could see Atkinson out on the right and I was worried. I felt like a goal was coming and come it did. This could potentially be the worst episode of the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory I put up on YouTube. It could even potentially be the worst video I put up on YouTube. That being said, I need to learn not to close my right eye if I am under the influence and on camera. Alright, Moncur has it. He's going to play it out to Whittingham. Whittingham to Beadling. Beadling to Whittingham. Nice little pass in here. Moncur through to Kennedy. Oh wow, 4-3. It feels like I could have won this game if the situation wasn't what it currently is with my mental state. Anyway, we lost 4-3 in that game. And I don't know what to say. Well, that simply wasn't good enough. I expect us to beat Southend. Birmingham didn't win. Well, that is some silver lining. Port Vale came back, got some points back off of them. 16th Port Vale. We are still 3 points clear of Birmingham and 5 points clear of Millwall. So all is not lost. As long as the next time I play this game, I am with it a little bit more, we could be getting the League One title still. Okay, so you know what? We're going to come in for the next games against Birmingham and Oxford away. Birmingham because they are second place, so we might as well put on the channel first versus second. It's the big fixtures in League One, which I know you're all excited for. So that is when we'll come back in on the episode. If you guys have enjoyed the episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you don't believe that I can actually do Football Manager YouTube videos sober, subscribe to the channel because most of my videos are sober, I promise. Also, if you want to support the channel, go and check out my Patreon page where you can support me with a monthly payment, which will be much appreciated. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and England still won the Six Nations, even if it wasn't a Grand Slam. Wow, I am never doing that again. That's going to be a pain to edit. It's going to be a nightmare to edit.